Is it too late for a midlife career change? If you've asked yourself this question even once, this video is for you. What I'm about to tell you will completely flip everything you've been told about age, career changes, what's realistic for women over 40, 50. So if you're feeling trapped in a successful career or a career that's not doing well, that's slowly killing your spirit, that you know that you're not in the right place, we need to talk about the biggest lie that's been sold to women. Hi, I'm Keisha. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, and welcome. Be practical. Be realistic. You have bills to pay. And you know what that translates to as far as I'm concerned? Stay small, stay safe, stay miserable. So how many brilliant, amazing women are rotting in careers, in positions, roles they hate because someone convinced them that following their souls is impractical? How many gifts, powers, talents are going unused because we've been trained to prioritize paychecks over purpose and to prioritize other people's desires and other people's satisfaction and peace over our own? And here's what really gets me. The practical advice has created an entire generation of very successful, equipped, forceful, powerful, but empty women, right? Who achieve everything and tick off all the boxes that they want, but they feel absolutely nothing. And we call it realistic when it's actually the most dangerous gamble possible. You're betting your entire life on work that often slowly kills the spirit. But what if I told you that practical is actually the real risk? What if spending 25 more years in a soul-crushing job is the biggest waste of human potential imaginable, right? What if the most practical thing you could actually do is find work, find meaningful joy in work that energizes you instead of drains you? Think about it this way. You're in your 40s or 50s. You got potentially 20, 30, maybe even 40 more years of working life ahead of you. Is it really practical to spend those decades feeling dead inside? Like, is it really safe to ignore the voice inside you that just keeps getting louder and louder every single day, every week, every month, every year? And the women making impractical career changes, they're not reckless. They're strategic. They're in step with life. They understand that security without fulfillment is just a comfortable coffin. Here's what no one tells you, right? Your dreams aren't distractions from your real life. They're invitations from your future self. And that restlessness that you feel, that's not ingratitude, right? It's not being grateful for what you have, but what it is evolution. It's that part of you. You can call it your soul, your higher self. You can call it the real you, that part of you that's trying to break free from a life that's too small for who you're becoming. And that anxiety that kind of goes around in your head about your life choices that keeps you up in the middle of the night, that is honestly that voice inside of you that is working perfectly as it should, as it's there for, trying to redirect you towards your authentic destination. See, what most people don't understand is that midlife isn't a crisis. It's often an initiation. And the emptiness that you feel despite checking off all of these boxes, that's not a flaw in your character. It's your authentic self trying to emerge after decades of living according to everyone else's expectations. And we as women are really, really good at living towards and for other people's expectations. The depression that seems to come out of nowhere, oftentimes, that is a necessary excavation process that is actually trying to remove layers of who you thought you should be to finally uncover the treasures of who you truly are. And when we try to hold on to this less authentic version of ourselves as we age, as we become more powerful, then our resistance to moving forward and holding on to who we are, who we thought we were, often can result in that feeling of just not wanting to move forward. Your second act can be where all the resolution, all the meaning, and all of the most powerful moments can happen. But you have to be brave enough. It's not something that can come easily for a lot of people, which is why people live the way they have lived for this long. Often we have to be brave enough to listen to what our soul is actually trying to tell us. In order to come into this next chapter, we really have to transform our relationship with fear to be able to push back against the things that we thought we wanted, and that are constantly being put upon us by other people. And here I like to quote hypnotherapist Marissa Peer, which she has a really good quote on this, which is, lie to your mind, cheat fear, and steal back the innate confidence that you were born with. And what she is referring to here is the fact that our minds are our greatest tools, right? And oftentimes, much of what we do don't come from the truth. It comes from your mind's interpretation of objective facts. It comes from the way we navigate the world by taking some of this, taking some of that. And the bad thing on that, of course, is that we can lie to ourselves in order to live a life that's not authentic. But the good thing is that we can actually turn that on its head and tell ourselves a better story. So when we talk about step number 1, lie to your mind will try to tell you, right, it's too late. You're too old. It's too risky to try to change anything. But you have to remember that your mind's job is to keep you safe, not to keep you fulfilled. So you want to start to tell yourself a different story. You want to say, I'm exactly where I need to be to do what I want and desire to do, right? You want to tell yourself a different story that'll get you a different result. The second part is to cheat fear. Fear wants you to believe that staying stuck is safer than changing. But the biggest risk is wasting the rest of your life in work and in roles, doing things that don't matter to you. Cheat fear by taking one small action towards what you want, towards your desires, your dreams, before fear can talk you out of it. And then the last one is to steal back your confidence. So you were born with innate confidence, but years of playing small often bury it. And every time you honor your authentic desires over others' expectations of you, you're stealing back a piece of that confidence. So if you're ready to escape the practical prison, right, and start living strategically and authentically for yourself, your soul, let me know in the comments or reach out to me at newworldhypnosis.com. I am also working on something special that I'll be speaking more on soon. And I want to hear from you. Just please also tell me what you would like to hear from me. If there's anything that you're going through that you would like anything addressed or spoken on. And I want you always to remember that your dreams are calling and it's time to answer. Because the most practical thing you can do is create a life that doesn't require you as wanting to escape from it. Okay? So thank you so much. Again, I'm Keisha. I'm a certified hypnotherapist. And remember always, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.